You know what's frustrating about investing? For the first few years, it feels like you're doing everything right, but getting nowhere. You're contributing every month. You're being disciplined. You're sacrificing things you want now for some theoretical future benefit. And when you look at your account, the growth is underwhelming. Like it feels like you're just dumping money into a black hole, but then something changes. There's this exact moment when investing stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like magic. When the money you already have starts working harder than you do, when your returns start outpacing your contributions, and once you hit that moment, everything accelerates. My name is Chris, and I've spent years studying compound growth. And what I've discovered is that there's a specific calculable point where investing fundamentally shifts from feeling pointless to feeling powerful. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly when that moment happens, what it feels like, and how to get there faster. This moment has a name, the compound interest tipping point, and it's the point where your investment returns equal or exceed your total contributions. Think about it like this. In the beginning, you put in $10,000 and maybe it grows by 7%, so you made $700. Nice, but you contributed 10,000 and only earned 700. The contribution is doing all the heavy lifting, but fast forward 10, 15, 20 years, now you have $200,000 invested. That same 7% return is $14,000 in 1 year. You didn't do anything different, you just had more money working for you, and suddenly your money is making more in a year than you can realistically contribute. Let's look at the actual math, because this is where it gets real. If you invest $10,000 at a 7% annual return with no additional contributions, it takes about 10 years to reach the tipping point where your gains match your initial investment. But here's the key. Most people don't just make one investment and walk away. They contribute regularly. So let's say you start with $10,000 and add $500 per month. Your total contributions over time add up to about $70,000 over 10 years. In that scenario, with a 7% return, you'll hit around $140,000 by year 15. At that point, your returns are starting to match your contributions. But by year 20, you're at $203,000, nearly triple your contributions. That extra $130,000, that's compound growth doing the work. And here's where it gets really interesting. The exact moment of the tipping point varies based on 3 factors: your return rate, your contribution frequency, and time. Higher returns accelerate it, more frequent contributions accelerate it, more time accelerates it. But on average, for most people investing consistently with moderate returns around 7 to 8%, the tipping point happens somewhere between year 10 and year 20, and once you cross it, the acceleration becomes visible. The next 100,000 takes less time than the first 100,000. The momentum builds. One of the clearest milestones is hitting $100,000 in investable assets. This is where compound interest goes from theoretical to tangible. At 100,000, if you're earning 8%, you're making $8,000 per year without lifting a finger. That's more than many people save in an entire year through contributions. And here's the mind-blowing part. If you invest $100,000 by age 35 and never add another dollar with an 8% return, you'll have over $1 million by age 65 and over $2 million by age 75. The first 100,000 took years of grinding and consistent contributions. The next million happens almost automatically just by letting time and compound growth work. But here's what nobody tells you. The hardest part of investing is everything before the tipping point, because In the early years, contributions matter way more than returns. If you have $10,000 and it grows 7%, you made $700. But if you contribute another $10,000 that year, you just added $10,000. The contribution is 14 times more impactful than the return. So psychologically, it feels like the returns don't matter. It feels like you're just saving with extra steps. And this is where most people give up. They don't see the point because the numbers feel too small to matter. They cash out for a car, a vacation, a house down payment, and they reset the clock back to zero, never reaching the tipping point where their money starts doing the real work. Here's the shift that happens at the tipping point. Before it, you're in accumulation mode. Your job is to contribute as much as possible, as consistently as possible. The market returns are nice, but they're not moving the needle yet. Your behavior matters more than the market, but after the tipping point, you flip into compounding mode. Now, the market returns matter more than your contributions. You could stop contributing entirely and still see significant wealth accumulation just from returns on what you've already built. This is financial momentum. This is when people say, my money is making money. And it's not a metaphor, it's literal. The dollars you invested years ago are generating returns, and those returns are generating more returns, and it's all happening without you doing anything. So how do you get to the tipping point faster? 3 strategies. First, front load your investing as much as possible in your 20s and 30s. The earlier you invest, the more time compound growth has to work. $1 invested at age 25 is worth way more at retirement than $5 invested at age 45 because of the time factor. Second, maximize your contribution rate, especially in the early years. Every extra dollar you invest early accelerates the tipping point. It's not about timing the market or picking the perfect stocks. It's about getting as much money into the market as early as possible and letting time do the work. Third, stay invested through the entire cycle. The biggest mistake people make is cashing out before they hit the tipping point. They contribute for 5 years, don't see dramatic results, and bail. They never experience the acceleration that happens in years 10 through 20. And here's the psychological shift that makes this sustainable. Once you experience the tipping point, once you see your returns outpacing your contributions, investing stops being a sacrifice. Like, it becomes exciting. You start checking your account not out of anxiety, but out of genuine interest in watching your wealth compound. You stop feeling deprived by contributions because you can see tangibly that they're being multiplied by the returns on what you've already built. The emotional experience of investing completely transforms, and that transformation is what keeps you invested for decades, which is what ultimately builds generational wealth. Look, here's the reality. The exact moment investing starts working for you is when your returns equal or exceed your contributions. For most people, that's somewhere between $100,000 and $250,000 in invested assets, depending on your return rate and contribution frequency. But you will never reach that moment if you don't stay invested long enough to get there. The first 5 to 10 years feel like you're getting nowhere. That's normal. That's how compound growth works. It's slow and then it's exponential. Like, your only job is to keep contributing consistently until you hit the inflection points. And once you do, everything changes. If this video helped you understand when investing finally starts paying off and how to get there faster, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you're wondering why you keep reaching for your wallet, even when you know better, check out the psychological reason you can't stop spending. I'll see you in the next one.